If you've ever dreamed of being a fearless warrior, a powerful wizard, or just someone who spends hours hunting virtual pigs, it's your time to shine, because in today's games this will certainly be possible. So today I'm going to introduce you to the 15 best open-world RPG/MMORPG games available on Android. And in 15th place we have the game Moonlight Blade, an MMORPG that takes place in the world of martial arts and fantasy, in which players can choose between several character classes and explore a vast open world. The game has both PvE and PvP and 6 unique classes for you to kick your enemy's ass in different ways. The game is Chinese style, and the details of the maps and characters have that unique style with strange houses and bamboo scattered everywhere. In the game you can team up with your friends to make content, create a guild, and defeat various bosses. And the game's PvP is also very interesting and very competitive, as it even has strategic battles that will depend on teamwork. And in 14th place we have the game Metria, an action RPG that gives you an entire world to conquer its glory, explore, and discover its secrets. Here you wake up in a totally different place, and the only thing that comes to your mind is. And in a world that has 9 countries you will explore and find unique characters that can also be used for you to fight. The team can be assembled with 3 characters that can be changed at any time during the fight. Of course, man doesn't even live by fighting, so you will have to collect resources such as cutting down trees, collecting minerals, fishing, and much more, all to create different things that can help you. The game has a lot of adventure and action with fast-paced combat against different types of enemies. And in 13th place we have the game Mu Origin 3, an MMORPG that manages to cause nostalgia in many people, due to its infinite saga of games. And this not-so-different one is another game of theirs in which you embark on a beautiful world where the fight is rampant. A free open world for you to explore, but not just ordinary exploration. Here you roam the world battling dozens of monsters, bosses, and players. The game doesn't skimp on beauty, with beautiful visuals. One of the things that draws the most attention in the game is the vibrant colors of the game and the character customization, where you can even put on wings and become a beautiful fairy. In this game, your focus is on getting strong. The stronger you are, the more you'll be able to hit enemies, and that's it. And in 12th place we have the game Wilderless. If you want to play a game in peace without a lot of headaches or the commitment of facing enemies or having to worry about someone bothering you, this is the perfect game for you. A game without enemies or missions. It's a giant place for you to explore and appreciate its beauty, with places that can even make your soul feel at peace because they're so beautiful. This is a game that is exactly what I'm talking about. You don't do anything other than explore or customize your character. Here you can explore and find the most incredible places where you can even ice skate or fly through forests and much more. And in 11th place we have the game Kakele Online, a 2D MMORPG. This one cannot possibly crash your cell phone. A Brazilian game where you won't have to use a translator because you don't know any English. A game that has a lot of things. Here you can build a house, customize your clothes, and get a lot of equipment to be strong in the game. The game has 5 different classes and several missions for you to do around the world, and if you don't want to play alone you can have a friend, and I'm not talking about your friend Joao, I'm talking about man's best friend, that mascot that everyone loves. Want to have a capybara? Yes, here you can have a mascot, including one that is a capybara. In general, you have all this to do, several missions, monsters and bosses to defeat, and PvP modes so you can have fun defeating your opponents. And in 10th place we have the game Coromon, an RPG very similar to Pokemon, in which you enter a world full of charming little creatures. Here you can assemble teams with the coromon you capture and use to fight powerful battles. With more than 120 coromon you will have a wide variety of monsters to build your team. And for this you can travel between 6 zones and cities that have several places for you to explore. The game's battles are turn-based tactics. And your character will be a boy with a water tank head, who can be customized with clothes and accessories. The graphics of the game are 2D, and you will definitely love this game if you like Pokemon. And in 9th place we have the game Honkai Star Rail, a fantasy RPG with strategic battles. Already standing out for its beauty, Honkai, in addition to being beautiful, has many other things that draw attention, such as its loads of characters that you can form teams with and its exploration full of things to discover. The game's fights are completely turn-based strategy, Final Fantasy style, which is a good game too. And here every action and attack you make can dictate whether you will win or not. In the game you travel through places finding new allies and fighting whoever you think should die. And in 8th place we have the game Sky Filhos de Luz. This is an RPG in which you fly through various places and unimaginable landscapes, passing through one place more beautiful than the other. Here you can meet other players and venture together through dark realms to try to save spirits and discover ancient treasures. The game has a beautiful soundtrack that can enchant anyone who plays, making you spend hours without even noticing, as it seems like you are mesmerized by so much beauty. The game has stories, characters, and you are free to do what you want, whenever you want. And in 7th place we have the game Dragonheir Silent Gods, a strategic RPG in which you will have to use your brain to think if you want to be good at the game. In it you enter an open world in which you control more than 200 heroes. In the game there are a lot of things to do, like hunting for treasures, solving puzzles, and even taking part in competitions to see who drinks the most. Here you can assemble your team with the heroes you want who have unique skills and attributes. And also, if you want, you can invite your friends to play the PvE mode together to compete who is the baddest or the best, and for that you just have to have a friend. And in 6th place we have the game Drakantos, an MMORPG that is being produced by a Brazilian studio. In the most classic style but with modern mechanics, players will be able to explore the game alone or with friends, choosing between more than 20 characters with unique gameplay. Here you will be able to kill monsters, bosses, and venture into hundreds of dungeons, and these dungeons will change over time, with new enemies, bosses, resources, traps, and objectives, as well as special events that will leave you speechless, giving a new look to that dungeon you are in. And like everything else, you can evolve your character and equip better equipment that will make you stronger. And I will say that the abilities of the characters I saw are incredible. And for those of you who don't want to give up good PvP, the game offers a variety of competitive modes, such as ranked duels and tournaments. The game hasn't launched yet, but when it launches I'll bring it to you. And in 5th place we have the game Dawnlands, a survival and exploration MMORPG in which you are on a mysterious island full of beauty but also full of dangers. At the beginning of the game everything is calm, you can explore collecting resources and crafting, but soon you will realize that evil is just waiting for you to make a mistake. And the enemies are everywhere, and no matter where you go, there is no way to run, and the more you progress the more things will be discovered. Here you can craft your tools, weapons and equipment, and of course you can also build your house. Why is there nothing better than a roof to make us feel safe, right? And in 4th place we have the game Black Desert Mobile, an MMORPG that is already good in terms of customizing your character. Here you can make your character as beautiful as you are. The game has an expansive open world with stunning graphics and a dynamic combat system. And you can choose between several classes with unique skills and do various PvE missions or participate in powerful PvP fights. The game also highlights its advanced crafting system, which includes features such as fishing, gathering, cooking, and trading. The game has a little bit of everything, even that little magic button that when you press the character starts doing things alone and you just watch, but only if you want to activate it, right? And in 3rd place we have the game Roco Kingdom. It's a fact that Pokemon has been and continues to be successful year after year, and there are always fans eager to embark on an adventure full of little monsters to capture. And Tencent is a company that does well when it comes to getting references for things that are successful. Roco Kingdom is an MMORPG with a vast open world that has day and night cycles, weather conditions and other things that can affect the species of monsters that exist in the game. So expect satisfying exploration as you battle players, collect monsters for your team, and more. The graphics are incredible, and the cool thing is that some of the monsters can be used as mounts to help you get around the map faster. Furthermore, you have that classic model where after battling the monster you want to collect, you throw the ball at it where it is captured and you get a smile on your face for having succeeded. And in 2nd place we have the online game Albion. What can I say about this wonderful game? That in it you can be whatever you want and whenever you want? Or that you can be a cattle farmer. The game has so much content that it wouldn't fit in one video. This is a sandbox MMORPG where yes, you can write your own story. Here you can be anything from a merchant to a guild leader facing gigantic battles with more than 300 players. In it you start out poor but you can build a fortune, of course if you don't end up dying like a beast in dangerous areas where if they kill you, in addition to losing your life, you will lose all the equipment you have with you. Yes, the game is full loot, which means that if you give up, you'll be poor all the time. But you might also be one of those guys who just waits for the opportunity to see someone fly and kill them to steal their loot too. And in 1st place we have the game The 7 Deadly Sinx Origin, an RPG that promises to be as good as eating lasagna on Sunday. If you haven't heard of this game yet, it's definitely crazy. With a huge open world you will be able to freely explore Britain with a game system that allows you to play with the main characters from the 7 Deadly franchise, which will certainly give you many hours of play and lots of things to discover in the game. And we can clearly see that the game is beautiful with an incredible battle system, and man I can't wait to play with a scanner and subdue all evil. Rumor has it that the game is now arriving in 2024, which could make the year very big because of our eagerness to get our hands on this game, and as soon as it launches I will definitely let you know. And if you liked the video and made it this far, leave your like, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to see the next videos with incredible games. Thanks for your attention and bye bye.